Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. Welcome to this weekly read. This is going to be a weekly read just in regards to past, present, and future, and some advice. So I have the Cat Tarot here. We're just celebrating Leo season. This is Cats Rule the Earth. And I have Cat Tarot as the clarification. So we'll jump right in here with Cats Rule the Earth. Just give one more shuffle. And while I'm doing that, you can just tune into your intuition, to your higher wisdom, to your highest form of truth and knowledge, so that only the messages that are meant for you will stick. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. It might not be your reading. So I'm glad you're here. You can also always check your other placements if you know your birth chart. If Pisces is your sun and you know that you have a moon sign that's another sign, and maybe your rising sign, something different, maybe go check those out too, just as a tip. Let's give this a little bit of a break here. And past, present, future, and some advice for the sign of Pisces. Let's jump in with the past energy, please. Past energy for Pisces. Past can be a week ago, a month ago, can be last month, maybe even the beginning of summer. You'll know what the past means for you. And it's the Tower. And that is beautiful Mars energy, Scorpionic and Aries energy. Let's look at the present for the sign of Pisces. Present energy. The Wheel of Fortune. And this is another major arcana. This is your energy if you believe that Jupiter is your ruling planet, Pisces. Jupiter or Neptune, that's kind of the two planets that they say are the rulers of Pisces. So Wheel of Fortune traditionally is attributed to the sign of Sagittarius. And let's look at future energy. Future is always up to you. Another major arcana, this is yours. This is the Hanged Man. This is representing or attributed to the sign of Pisces. So 3 major arcana. Let's get some advice. I do want to check my camera here and make sure I'm getting everything in the screen. Okay, it looks good. And advice for the sign of Pisces. I'm going to just scoot these down a teeny bit. Pisces energy, advice. What can we share with Pisces? Advice. Queen of Wands. Beautiful. Look at this spread. Oh my gosh. Okay. So if we jump back to the beginning, the past energy, it makes sense. This would be in your past because this has to do with receiving a revelation. The Tower has to do with having some sort of transformative awakening experience where you were struck by lightning. That's like a bolt of awareness came through you, and some shocking, unexpected information or situation occurred that really, it was a fundamental thing in your life. Like I said, past energy, you'll kind of know how far back this energy applies, if it does at all. But past energy, the Tower, something really rocked your world, shook your foundation, rattled you. But the thing about the Tower, it doesn't happen to hurt you, it happens to help you. The Tower is for you, not against you. So Tower energy in your past. Your present energy, the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune, as I said, is Jupiter is the ruler of this energy. It's attributed to the sign of Sagittarius. It has to do with the wheel, the karmic wheel always turning. It has to do with fortune, implying that there's good luck, there's destiny, there is abundance and prosperity. It really does favor monetary gain. So in your present day energy, you could be experiencing it almost could feel as if the tower really shook you up and got you awake, literally, then the Wheel of Fortune is like what you're standing in now is, yeah, things are really starting to turn in my favor. They're working out. I'm really starting to see abundance in my life all around me, etc. So Wheel of Fortune energy is actually like a really blessed energy. Wheel of Fortune. Hanged Man. Hanged Man is going to be the future-based energy. This is attributed to the sign of Pisces. The Hanged Man is a more of an attitude of, I'm going to just kind of take this in chronological order. Something happened that shocked you, that shook your foundation, that kind of rattled you. But overall, it was for your good that it happened. And then you're standing in this luxurious kind of, I'm receiving, I'm prosperous kind of energy in present day. In the future, there could be this, I need to just kind of hang out. Literally, I need to maybe shift my perspective on some things. I need to gain some awareness about what it is I'm shooting for and what I'm trying to do in my life. So I need to take a pause. This is a surrender energy. It's like turning yourself upside down so that you can see things clearly and from a more healthy perspective. The Hangman always says to me too, just to be able to take that time out and to be able to develop your intuition, your awareness, so that you can maybe even have like an epiphany moment. Maybe in the future, you'll have some just deep spiritual enlightenment is what Hanged Man can also really represent. And then your advice is the Queen of Wands. As far as advice goes, this is really just the universe, spirit, God saying, Pisces, remember who you are. Remember who you are before all that BS happened. Remember who you were before the world tried to take your confidence. Remember who you are. You are this spiritual badass. You are confident. You are beautiful. You are enticing. You're alluring. You have this confidence level that's really unsurpassed. The Queen of Wands, I would trust to lead an army. It's very feminine energy in the aspect that it's the queen. So it's feminine. You can be a male having this feminine energy, just being more internally driven, more, I want to just almost say like just so very sure of yourself. That, and the other thing about the Queen of Wands are magical. So your advice is really be confident, remember who you are, remember that you're a magical spiritual badass, that when you set your mind to something, you can make, you can move mountains. Essentially, I'm just trying to say your advice is be very confident. If you feel like you're lacking something, or if you're struggling in some area or another, just circle back to this Queen of Wands energy. I would even look that up. You can meditate on Queen of Wands energy, but always just believing in their passion and their energy and their strength. I'm going to bring over the Cat Tarot and do some clarification for you, Pisces. Let's clarify this energy that we've pulled out here so far. Clarification for Pisces. One more shuffle. Past energy, that tower, whatever the past energy represented for you, if that was a week, a month, or several months back, maybe that really applies. The tower. The tower energy for Pisces. Clarify the tower, please. Queen of Wands. So this feminine energy just wants to really make themselves known, and popping up in your past energy is almost just like I said, remember who you are, whoever you were in the past before something really shook you up. Go back to remembering that confident, secure self-assured state that you might have already possessed. Queen of Wands is that fire energy. It's Leo, it's Aries, it's Sagittarius energy. Queen of Wands. Let's clarify present energy, the Wheel of Fortune. What is the Wheel of Fortune here in the present all about for Pisces? The Hierophant, another major arcana. This is big energy. This is representation of Taurus. It's attributed to the sign of Taurus. It is earth-based energy. So in your present day, while you are receiving these blessings and this abundant prosperity kind of energy, you're also standing very self-assured and very confident because you know that your beliefs are going to get you through. Maybe you're somebody that's very strong in your faith. If you have a practice religion of any kind, you really stand on that business as far as that's what I believe. I pray, I meditate, I light candles, I use my rosary beads, whatever it is you do, your beliefs, your spiritual practices, your commitment to your faith, that is what's really getting you through, in addition to also being abundantly blessed. I mean, that never hurt anybody either. So there is just a lot of big energy. There's all these major arcanas. There's these 2 court cards. This is actually pretty impressive, Pisces. Let's look at the future energy of the Hanged Man, and let's get a little clarification on that one for the sign of Pisces, please. Hanged Man. On Hanged Man, that is big energy, good gracious. And so it's just saying in the future, I'm going to say it like this: be yourself unequivocally. Don't deny who you are. Remember what you believe. Remember who you are. This is your overall advice, Queen of Wands. And to be able to say confirmation on confirmation that if you need to take a time out, if you need to surrender to what is, do that. That's actually really beautiful. Hanged Man clarifying the Hanged Man. Awesome. Pisces on Pisces. You are really, I don't know, maybe Leo season is just lighting you up. Wow. So yeah, take your prayer time. Do what you need to do sabbatical wise. Take your rest and your relaxation. Let's clarify the advice. Let's get some clarification on Queen of Wands. And it's the Six of Wands. And so what that says is you are going to be victorious and successful. Your advice is to believe in who you are, because that is what's going to win the battle. If there's a battle at hand, that's what's going to win the war. If you feel like you're at war with either yourself or other people, but believing in who you are and knowing that that is what's going to get you across the finish line, whatever the finish line is in your life. That's beautiful advice for you, Pisces. And I'm going to conclude with for you the romance angels. So Pisces, this doesn't have to be love oriented. Romance angels is just a beautiful message in general, and just know that you can take it or leave it. But what a powerful, beautiful spread for some weekly energy for the sign of Pisces. And we have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. If you were questioning somebody in your life and wondering if they belong there, soulmate can be your friends, can be your workplace, can be your lover, your partner, your person that you spend the most time with. But if you were wondering, yes, this is your soulmate. And Pisces, this is your reading. Thank you so much for being a part of Spicy Sunflower Tarot. I can be found on TikTok and on YouTube, and your likes and your follows, subscribes, and shares are so appreciated. Thank you again, Pisces. Be blessed and be well, and we'll see you next time.